Hello, everybody, and welcome to day 43 of my Forex trading journey. I hope each and every one of you are having an amazing Friday so far. And this is the end of the trading week, and we're already starting off the end of the trading week by getting a couple of opportunities to trade. We've got a buy opportunity coming up for LTC USD as we speak. So I'm going to go ahead and place a buy trade right here. We're also going to go ahead and place a buy trade for Cardano. Just taking a look to see if we have any sell trades, which we do not presently. All right, so we're going to go ahead and take a buy trade right here. So we're already in a couple of buy trades to start off our trading session, one on LTC, one on Cardano. Just taking a look at everything else. We currently do not have any opportunities for gold. We do not have any opportunities currently for platinum, nothing for UK oil, nothing for silver, nothing for gold versus euro, nothing for US oil, and nothing for Dash USD. Now, US oil, the pairs that we're, again, what I'm doing with the US oil, UK oil, and platinum is I'm setting them all in the 30-minute time frame, and I'm adjusting our settings to make sure that we're doing we're essentially trying to choose the best setting to use. So I'm going to go ahead and adjust the settings even more. Just so that we can go ahead and look for the best way to get a hold of these opportunities right here. So I will do that for some of the pairs that I'm involved with. Excuse me. All right. Okay, perfect. So I've adjusted the settings for all of our 30-minute candles right here. So currently the only trades that we're involved in at this moment is LTC and Cardano, and I could see why. We definitely have a uptrend that is happening, a bullish market structure that is happening. If I draw the market structure from where price is currently for LTC, I could see a higher high, a higher low, then a higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low right over here. So that makes sense to me. How come that buy arrow is indeed right there? And then if I take a look at Cardano, I'll grab my pen right here. Same thing, right? I definitely see a uptrend that is developing. We've got a higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low right over here. So this is what's going on for Cardano and LTC USD at the moment. Now, what I also want to go ahead and do is, now that we've made sure that we are in the right trades, I definitely want to go back to the book that we have been talking about for a little while now. And of course, that particular book that we have been talking about is The Miracle Morning by Hal Chase. So let's talk about the subject matter a little bit more. Now, what I will say is, I know that last time we had talked about me and some of the challenges I wanted to go ahead and do. I did get the bedtime affirmation done. So that was something I was able to get done. I did not, and I want to be transparent here. I did not go through what I like to call all the steps in the 5 steps snooze method. I was able to brush my teeth. I was able to drink water. I normally do drink water anyway, but I was able to do specifically for the 5 steps snooze method. The setting my alarm on the other side of the room, I did not do. So that was one thing that I was not successful at. And so I also wasn't able to, again, being transparent, right? I was not able to get that shower done, but I was able to drink some water, brush my teeth, and essentially make sure that I prepared my day how I normally do it. by getting the meditation, the 20-minute audio recording meditation done as well. So, with that being said, I definitely want to be transparent. Now, I do want to grab my notes for the next section of the Miracle Morning that I want to talk about. So, I'll be right back. Okay, everybody, I am back. So, one thing I was able to do that I did not necessarily think was going to be part of the steps was the set my intentions before bed. Of course, I always go into the end of the trading day understanding that there is a beautiful day up ahead. So, for example, we ended day 42, and I already knew in the back of my head we were going to have an excellent day 43. So, that is one thing I can say is that I planned for a excellent trading day to take place on day 43, and we're going to go ahead and envision that, put that into the universe, and we're going to go ahead and enjoy and be grateful for this opportunity to once again come into the market, this 24-hour day, 5 days a week market, and be able to go ahead and take some of the trades that we can thankfully go ahead and take. And with that being said, I do want to now go over the lifesavers, the six practices guaranteed to save you from a life of unfulfilled potential. Again, this comes from The Miracle Morning by Hal Chase. This is the third book I read in my journey as a student. The first book being Unshakable by Tony Robbins, the second book being You Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins. And again, if you've not picked up those books, I definitely recommend that you do. Now, success is something you attract by the person you become, right? So as far as I'm concerned, the when it comes to success, it's not handed to you, over a silver platter, right? I do believe in my faith, my spirituality. The universe is there to help guide and help provide opportunities for me to grow and for me to benefit and to attract the abundance that I want. But it's not as if the universe just hands me $1 million, $1 billion, and says, here you go. That's it. That's not that's not how that works. It's more so what really the belief is that the universe gives you opportunities, but you have to be the one to go ahead and seize them, take them, and do what you make of them. So, for example, just going over this week and understanding my top three goals. I am a world changing emperor. I am a 10, 11, 12 counting figure earner. I am a global network. The opportunities that were laid before me is the Be on TV boot camp with Chris Winfield and Jennifer Gottlieb. And I've been able to go ahead and participate in that. And also the opportunity to be able to be a part of the surprise training that Dean Graziosi held in our mastermind inner circle this week. That was another opportunity that I was able to seize. And I also have a opportunity to be on this VIP session that I was super grateful to win today with the Be on TV Bootcamp because of the fact that I took the opportunity from the 3-day bootcamp prior, and I was able to win or the universe was allowed me to win an opportunity for me to move forward in that direction and even gain more insight and knowledge into the person that I can become and am becoming. So again, all those are popping into my head right now. And then of course, later today, I will be going to a real estate investing tax lien seminar a little bit later today, and that's going to be taking place around 12:30. So after this session I'll be immediately going there, and then of course right before that I do have the VIP session coming up at 11 o'clock. So while it all sounds busy, right, it does sound a little like a lot. To me, it doesn't necessarily feel that way because, again, I'm grateful for everything that comes my way. I'm grateful for the productivity that has come my way, the opportunities that have allowed me to be productive. And again, it just allows me to keep growing, keep learning, and keep allowing me to use my student energy, allow that to channel into something that I can then teach on the master energy. And that's, again, how you become a great teacher. So success, the real definition of success to me, the real definition to how come I am a world-changing emperor, how come I am a 10, 11, 12 counting figure earner, and how come I am a global network is because I'm taking advantage of all the opportunities that come my way to become the person I desire to be in order to attain the success I desire in my life. An extraordinary life is all about daily continuous improvements in the areas that matter most. Mind you, I said daily. We're not trying to do everything overnight, and I stress upon this. This isn't a overnight journey. You don't go from A to B just like that, but rather you go ahead and go through the daily things that take you to the next level step by step, day by day. I never want to be that person that says, "Oh, you have to get everything done right away." I do believe in a sense of urgency and a sense of importance on getting things done that I would consider a priority. But I also don't make myself too worried or too overwhelmed or too stressed out by having to get almost every single thing done when I know that if I at least get a 51%, again, I learned that from Chris Winfield this week. As long as I get 51% of the things that I wanted to get done today, then I know that I am satisfied with the day. Now, do I aim for more than 51%? Absolutely. 51% is the bare minimum, and I am not part of the bare minimum. However, as long as I know that 51% in the grand scheme of things is not it is good. It's not great, it's not amazing. It's not terrible, it's not awful. It's just good. It's like a 7 out of 10. It's not worse than a 7 out of 10, but it's not better than the 7 out of 10. So again, it's all about making sure that I continue this practice daily, this approach daily, in order to get to the person that I am indeed becoming. The potential gap. Most of us live our lives on the wrong side of a huge gap in our potential, a gap which separates who we are from who we can become. And I believe it's so true, and there's so many things that go into it. Of course, I feel like I definitely believe that fear is one of those particular things. Fear was something that really stopped me uh, when I started out with with what I wanted to do. I just go back to when I first started this journey. There was a lot of fear that was holding me back from doing all these things that I am doing now. Fear of, too much overwhelm, fear of what if I don't make it, fear of what if I fail, fear of what if I succeed and then I fall apart. All these fears that unfortunately still come up in my head, right? Just because, you can condition and train and you can personally develop your mind to become the person that you want to be does not mean you're not going to not deal with all the negative thoughts that come across your mind. Let me take a buy trade on Cardano, by the way. And yep, okay, so we don't have anything on LTC. And then just taking a look right here, nothing on gold, nothing on platinum, nothing on UK oil, nothing on silver, nothing on gold versus euro, nothing on oil, and nothing on Dash as of yet. But right, so going back to what we were talking about before. So again, that potential, right? I believe it's important to make sure to recognize that fear is still going to be there, that we can never go ahead and get rid of fear, because I do believe that fear in a what's the word I'm looking for? In a other perspective, fear does push us to do things that we normally wouldn't do anyway. I'd say courage, right? Courage is never the term for never being afraid. Courage is more so you're afraid as heck. You're afraid of as heck, but even though you're afraid as heck, you're still going to go ahead and do it anyway. I think that's one of the greatest definitions of courage I've ever heard. Of course, I've heard that from Tony Robbins, and Well, we know how successful Tony Robbins is, so there's nothing else to be said there. But we go back to most of us, right? We do have a higher potential. Each and every one of us, I do agree, have a higher potential, and that's fear is one of those things. I also do believe the way that we have been conditioned to work. And I do want to I want to get on this topic. I want to deep dive into this topic a little bit later because I do believe it's important. But based on the book I've been reading now, a lot of you have seen that over the past week, I made a social media post that I was reading The Eighth Habit right now. That's my current book that I'm reading, as well as a few other books I'm reading as well. But the one book I've been reading is The Eighth Habit: From Effectiveness to Greatness by Stephen R. Covey. And one of the things I recently read that, as soon as I read, by the way, the potential thing that just kind of stuck out to me is the fact that a lot of us also, not to give us any excuses, but a lot of us are still suffering from what I like to call the thing mindset from the industrial age. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, if we think about it right now, we definitely live in more so a knowledge worker based, wisdom aged based reality, a world. Yeah, before all this stuff came to be, we were living in what I like to call a thing mindset in the industrial age, where we weren't necessarily to upper management. And I don't know if a lot, and depending if people resonate with this or not is besides the point. But if we think about it, we have been conditioned to just be things, to be codependent on management, to not think for ourselves, to follow the guidelines, to stay in our box. Essentially, and this is going to sound a little, what's the word I'm looking for? Controversial, I guess. So bear with me. But in the workspace, we have been conditioned to be trained like dogs to the upper management that's out there. Now, that is a little uncomfortable, I know. That is a little out there for me to say. I get it. Totally get it. It's a very unique thing for me to say. But if we think about it, right? When was the last time you've been ever allowed to express your full potential in your job? Now, granted, if you don't like what you're doing, that's a completely different point right there. But for those that do like what you're doing, do you get the opportunity to express yourself? Do you get the opportunity to use your voice? Or do you get shut down based on a rigid set of policies and procedures built by your company? I feel that, and just to share a personal story, sure, I consider myself very talkative. Of course, if I wasn't talkative, I wouldn't be doing the podcast, right? But when I go back to my previous time in the financial sector, now one thing, and again, I'm not complaining. I take full responsibility. I was there. I chose the jobs. I did the work. I got the pay. All that good stuff. So I'm not going to completely. In fact, 100% of my time in the financial industry is my choice and my responsibility. I don't blame anyone else. However, what I do understand is that a lot of the power that I wanted to use in my voice was indeed dissuaded, was indeed not used because of policies and procedures that were out there that were only in the best interest of serving the business, to protect the bottom line. And I get it. That's every company that's out there. It's not like we can't not think about the bottom line, but it did become a point to the extreme where a lot of people, we just had to say no to certain things that might have cost the business something because, hey, we need to protect the bottom line. Now, again, it's a little controversial, and I know that not all companies work that way. I feel like a lot of companies are evolving away from that thing industrial age mindset, but I know there's a few companies out there that still think that way. And frankly, I do believe those are the dinosaurs that are going to get left behind. They're going to be extinct, while the other businesses that are understanding what type of age we're living in right now, they are going to go ahead and prosper. And I do root for those businesses that do treat their subordinates, their employees, like they do have a voice, like they do have potential, like they do have talent, and they empower them to go ahead and use that talent and that voice to create a better environment, a better culture within the company, so we can stop being codependent, so we can stop this mindset of employers treating employees like dogs, and also to allow us to use the power of our voice. So going off of that tangent, to make a long story short, those are some of the factors I believe that are out there that do not allow people to live up to their highest potential. We are often frustrated with ourselves, our lack of consistent motivation, effort, and results in one or more areas of life. And if I do believe that's true. Before I started this journey, I was frustrated. I look back and I realized that, I'm not going to say that pay wasn't great or everything. Pay is, to do things, but I did feel throughout this time before I started my journey that, and a lot of us can relate to this, there's always something missing, right? You can't place your finger on it. You can't say, "Ooh, that's missing." It's more of what I like to call a internal feeling. That internal feeling of, man, I am meant for more. There's more for me to do than to be in this box right here, and that's going to be it for the rest of my days. And again, to most, that's going to resonate. To some, it's not, and that's absolutely okay. Yet, we also, at the same time, spend too much time thinking about the actions we should be taking to create the results that we want, but then we don't take those actions. Now, another way of looking at it is, I'm not going to brag outright. I don't want to pat myself in the back or anything, but I do take all the time that is necessary in my day from, about 5 a.m. to about 7:30, 8 p.m. to do the things I know are important. So whether it's reading a book, creating content for the channel, for the podcast, or some of the other, or networking or build or nurturing some of the relationships that I already have, I do take the opportunity to go ahead and make sure that I am indeed doing that. Now, there are actions that I desire to take that I wasn't able to get done on that day, but I'm not going to beat myself up over that. And then because since what I do is I reflect on what I was able to do. I look back and realize, okay, I had to do all these events in this certain way, and I had to put some of these other events to the side because the events I did today are going to allow me to develop into the person I desire to become tomorrow. And when I think about it in that, or when I frame it in that mindset, then I don't feel as bad for not doing some of the things that I was not able to get done at that particular moment. Know that it is absolutely possible and attainable for you to live your life on the right side of your potential gap and become the person you are capable of becoming. Everyone you have this choice, right? We've talked about choices so much on the podcast. You have the choice to focus on either what's wrong, or you have the choice to focus on what's right. Let me go back and say that again. My goodness. You have the choice to focus on what's wrong, or you have the choice to focus on what's right. Now, for me, I choose to focus on what's right because by choosing to focus on what's right, that allows me to frame a better mindset for the things I was able to accomplish, the reason those things were accomplished, the reasons these things were brought to my attention on this particular day, so that I can move forward instead of backward. And when we go ahead and we continue to talk about it in that particular frame set, the better. Your life is not what you think it is. Most of us are so busy trying to manage, maintain, or even just survive our life situation that we don't make time to focus on what's most important, our life. So, yes, I do believe a lot of the time, I've heard about this rule, the 1090 rule. Of course, the 10% is our circumstances, and the 90% is the reactions we have to our life circumstances. I actually learned that quote specifically from a spiritual tarot reader that I follow, Vanessa Samina. Very good tarot reader. Coming back to the point though, when I think about this particular line, it's very true though. We do tend to focus on what's around us, and we to survive these circumstances that are brought upon us. And by focusing so much on that, what we don't make time for is the opportunities that come in that can allow us to escape from those particular circumstances. And those circumstances are the set of are the external. So, again, events, people, places that surround us, not who we are, and know that we are more than our life situation, right? Because again, I have high aspirations for myself. I am a world-changing emperor. I'm a 10, 11, 12 counting figure earner. I am a global network. If I sound like a broken record, I apologize, but I'm speaking what I desire into existence at this particular moment. And so by speaking it more, I'm affirming it more. There are more thoughts in my brain now about again, the 10, 11, 12 counting figure status, the world changing emperor, and the global network, the more that I go ahead and speak those things. That's how this whole psychology, that's how this whole mindset, that's how this whole law of attraction works. And so you must realize that in order to go ahead and get the things that you desire as well. And so we are so busy just trying to figure those things out rather than figuring out who we are and who we desire to become. And so a lot of the time, whenever I come across, I'm just going to take a buy trade on LTC, by the way. That way we go ahead and get that trade in. Gold so far, nothing. I don't have anything on platinum, nothing on UK oil, nothing on silver, nothing on gold versus euro, nothing on US oil, and nothing on Dash as of yet. Okay. So let's come back. Again, we are more than our life situation. We can become more. And I do believe, and I'll tell you a little bit more about this as we wrap up for the day. But I do believe the power of journaling is so important when it comes to that specifically, because with the power of journaling, you can put all the life bullshit out. Let's call it what it is, the life bullshit that's in your life. You could put that to the side for just a moment because it is so heavy, right? I know it's heavy for a lot of us. But we could put that to the side for just 10, 15, 20 minutes and write down the things that we want in life. That way we could take our mind off of the bullshit we don't want to think about at this particular moment. And by doing that, it's a healing process for a lot of us. Your life is who you are at the deepest level, made of the internal components, attitudes, and mindsets that can give you the power to alter, enhance, or change your life situation at any given moment. again, we all we can think of it like this, right? Either life happens to us or life happens for us. Again, it's all about choices. What do you choose to focus on? And I choose to focus that life, the universe, is puts things to happen for me for my greatest good rather than the alternative. In fact, I'm not going to speak about the alternative because the alternative does not exist in my thinking. And so we can also go ahead and do the same thing here. Do we want to focus on life happening to us, or do we want to focus on life happening for us? And again, not everyone is going to get that distinction. And to be transparent, I'm only focused on the people that do get that, right? It's all about choices. I'm I'm not here for everybody, but I'm everything to anybody. Actually, no, did I say that right? No, no, no. Let me back that up. I'm not here for everybody, but to everybody, I'm somebody. I'm either somebody that you love or I'm somebody that you can't stand. And I'm okay with that. I'm absolutely 100% confident in what I do. And to be transparent, I only attract people that I want watching this channel, and I repel people who don't. And again, that's completely fine with me. And the more that you can recognize that you yourself have choices, the better that you can go ahead and then allow those choices to influence your life for the better rather than the alternative. Your life is made up of the physical, intellectual, emotional, and spiritual parts that make up every human being, or, for an acronym, pies. I guess it is Thanksgiving, right? So, the apple pies and the cranberry pies and all that good stuff that's coming along, the pecan pies, Thanksgiving is coming around the corner. Was it in about a couple of weeks? Absolutely amazing. In fact, I can't wait to go see my family that's out on the East Coast. So that'll be a lot of fun. But coming back to the point, your life is made up of all these particular things. The physical includes things like your body, health, energy. You know, what do you put out into the world? What does your health look like? What does your body look like? And again, bodies come in all shapes and all in different shapes and sizes. There's absolutely nothing wrong with you and your body if you can accept and be confident in it. Now, yes, we can take steps to improve our health, improve our body, improve our energy. I'm not saying that. But what we don't want to do is fall into the trap of, you know, get is basically putting negative thoughts in our own physicalness. And trust me, I've been there before. I called myself fat. I've called myself tired. I've called myself old. I still have a problem calling myself old to be quite honest with you. But I have done so many things. I've called myself so many things. I've told myself so many things that I've said before that because of my physical appearance, no one would ever love me. So I know how that right there is just so negative and so depressing that it can weigh you down if you do that to yourself. And so you must make that choice to say to yourself, you know what? I am fucking amazing. I am confident in my own body. I am confident in my own mannerisms. I am confident in my own appearance. You have to say that. You have to write that down. Because if you don't, then yes, you fall into that trap and you're never going to get it. And you won't get out of that trap. And I don't desire for you to get into that trap. I really don't. Intellectual incorporates your mind, intelligence, and thoughts. So again, what are you putting into your head? What is in your mind? What is in your thoughts at this particular moment? Now, well, a lot of my thoughts right now, I'll say this again because, hey, let's go ahead and just put more thoughts in there. I am a 10, 11, 12 counting figure earner. I am a world-changing emperor. I am a global network. Top 3 thoughts popping into my head right now are those. So If I can go ahead and do that, you can also, with your notepad, journal, top 3 things you desire, speak them out loud, start putting them into your head. Emotional takes into account your emotions, feelings, and attitudes. Now, we all get emotional, me included. Yet, if we can go ahead and control our emotions as best as we can, especially when it comes to trading, by the way. No, I do preach on not being too emotional, sticking to my my plan whenever we go into trading, because if I get too emotional, if I feel the feelings and feel the attitudes that this won't work, then absolutely I will deviate from the plan. And deviating from the plan is definitely something that we don't want to do while we're trading. There's always going to be adjustments. I'm not saying that. We're always going to be flexible. And when we start to see the plan not working, then of course we will adjust. But until proven otherwise, my objective is to follow the plan, excuse me, the plan that I have put into place. And then the spiritual includes intangibles such as your spirit, soul, and the unseen higher power that oversees all. And I've talked about my spirituality a little bit. And in the future, I may go into this, I may do a deeper dive into this, but while part of me is a Roman Catholic, I do have that background. I'm into astrology. I'm into spirituality. I'm into crystals. I'm into numerology. I am into birth cards. And I currently have one of the most amazing spiritual teachers in Nadia. You can check her out at Cards of Astrology. I won't necessarily put something on this, but I've already made I made actually several advertisements already for Nadia that you can check out on my channel. If you're looking for an amazing spiritual teacher, if you desire one, I should say. Your life is where your ability to create new feelings, perspectives, beliefs, and attitudes in your inner world lies, so that you can create or alter the circumstances, relationships, results, and anything else in the external realm of your life situation. Again, it all comes back to the 10-90 rule. 10% are just circumstances that happen. 90% is how you react to them, is what you do with them. And for so long I let circumstances control me, where I didn't feel like I had a choice. Nowadays, I do feel like I have a choice. And whether those choices end up good or whether those choices, in fact, I'll say this, every choice works for me, even if the consequence is not intended as I desired. There's always something that I learned. There's always something that I take away from. And again, it's how you choose. You could choose to be internally optimistic, or you could choose to be the alternative. You could choose to be the half glass full kind of guy, or you could choose to be the alternative. It's all up to you. And for me, I understand completely that the alternative is not acceptable in my eyes. All right, everybody. So I'm going to go ahead and place another buy trade on LTC USD. I'm going to place another buy trade on Cardano. We still got our buy arrow intact, so we still are in an uptrend for a lot of these trades right now, even though the buy arrow is moving to different candles. What we're doing, of course, and we talked about this before, but we're doing a cost average. So we're essentially seeing that our trade is going into drawdown. So we take another buy trade in the theory, not the theory, but the concept is when price goes back to break even, the other trades that were taken when we were in drawdown, the other 2 trades will be in profit. So that will make up for the fact that we're in drawdown. We don't necessarily need to rely on the first trade to be in total profit to make a total profit in a sense. So long story short, 2 profits will be in profit. 2 trades will be in profit, while 1 trade will be in break even status. So we've gone ahead and placed we're in 3 buy trades with LTC USD. As far as Cardano is concerned, and of course I need to be on the wary right here. We have about we have 3 buy trades in Cardano as well. Nothing on nothing on gold versus USD, nothing on platinum, nothing on UK oil, nothing on silver, nothing on gold versus euro, nothing on US oil, and right, we've got a buy trade that we need to get into for Dash, if I'm not mistaken. So we have our first buy trade coming in. Of course, the buy arrow did move over to the next candle. So in about 13 minutes, we'll determine, as long as the buy arrow remains intact, that we can go ahead and get ourselves into another buy trade for Dash. So with that being said, we got 1 buy trade in Dash. We've got 3 buy trades in Cardano, and 3 buy trades in LTC USD. So with that being said, I'll keep a lookout for these particular pairs, and any further updates I can give you guys, I will definitely let you know. All right, everybody, we're going to go ahead and take another buy trade on LTC. We do have the buy candle moving over to the next candle right here. So we'll take that buy trade right there. Cardano, I'm also going to go ahead and take a buy trade right here as well. So we've got about 4 and 4 LTC. In fact, I'll do a check right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, 4 buy trades on LTC. Then we've got, let me see here. 1, 2, 3, 4 buy trades on Cardano. Nothing on gold, nothing on platinum, nothing on UK oil, nothing on silver, nothing on gold versus euro, nothing on US oil. Dash, we'll go ahead and take a buy trade on Dash. So that's 2 buys on Dash at this particular moment. So with that being said, 2 trades on Dash, 2 buy trades on Dash, 4 buy trades on Cardano, 4 buy trades in LTC, and that is where we stand right now as we move into hour 2 of 5 of the trading day for today. So with that being said, I will go ahead and continue to monitor these trades, and once I have an update for you guys, I will definitely let you know. All right, everybody, we're going to go ahead and close out these trades here for Cardano. So we did take a little bit of a loss there, but that is okay. We'll go ahead and wait for the next opportunity on Cardano. LTC right now, we're still in those trades for LTC. We got the next candle closing in the next 6 minutes. So we'll wait to see what happens in the next 6 minutes, whether we take another buy opportunity in LTC or not. Other than that, let's take a look at Dash. So Dash, we're also looking for a buy opportunity there as well. We've got 2 trades on there, and we do have this candle that is on the buy position with the buy arrow moving there, closing in the next 5 minutes. So again, we'll wait to see how that plays on the next 5.5 minutes. So just wanted to give you an update. We're done with Cardano, but we're still in LTC and Dash, and the next update I'll give you guys, I will let you know. So stay tuned. All right, everybody, I'm going to take a buy trade on LTC. So we've got about, what is that right there? 5 buy trades for LTC. Taking a look at Dash, we're also going to take a buy trade out on Dash. So we've got about 3 buy trades on Dash, right? Well, 3 buy trades on Dash, right? And then 5 buy trades on LTC. Cardano, nothing on Cardano, nothing on gold, nothing on platinum, nothing on UK oil, nothing on silver, nothing on gold versus euro, and nothing on US oil as of yet. So that's what I have right now. We got 5 buy trades again on LTC. We got 3 buy trades on Dash USD. And when I have any further updates for you guys, I will definitely let you know. All right, everybody. So I'm going to come back because we do have a buy opportunity coming up for gold versus euro. So let me move that right there. I'm going to look at some of our trades right here. Do we have anything to sell? We do not. No sell trades are in profit. So we're going to go ahead and place a buy trade here on gold versus euro. Again, we have a very nice uptrend coming along for gold versus euro. We got a very nice Very nice bull market. So we're going to go ahead and take a buy trade for gold versus euro. Nothing on Cardano, nothing on platinum, nothing on gold versus USD, nothing on silver versus USD, nothing on UK oil, nothing on US oil. We are though, we do see that we have enough, we're moving forward with Dash USD right now. And right now we are still currently on LTC USD. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and continue to monitor these trades, provide you with any updates that I can. And when I have an update, I'll let you know. In the meantime, stay tuned. All right. All right, everybody. So we can see we can go ahead. We can actually just close a few trades out right here. So we have gone ahead and have done just that. So we were very much successful with LTC USD. So I've gone ahead and closed all those trades out there with about 30 pips of profit. Just taking a look, we're still dealing with gold right here. And then just taking a look at Dash, we are still dealing with Dash as well. So right now we can see that Dash, we're still waiting on it to move forward with the trades. We're still on gold versus euro at the moment. We did well with LTC, and we can go ahead and keep moving forward. So Cardano, we're done right there. Platinum, I'm sorry, right? Cardano, we don't have any trades. Hold on. I'm sorry. Cardano, we don't have any trades. Platinum, we don't have any trades. Gold versus USD, we don't have any trades. Silver versus USD, we do not have any trades. UK oil, we don't have any trades, and US oil, we don't have any trades at the moment. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and continue to monitor these particular trades right here, specifically gold versus euro and Dash. And when I have a further update for you guys, I will let you know. All right, everybody. So I'm going to go ahead and close out that gold trade right there. We were 30 pips in profit and retraced just a little bit, but that's okay. I'm going to go ahead and take that trade right there. So we're done with that gold versus euro trade. So we're done with that, done with LTC, done with Cardano, done with platinum, done with gold versus USD, done with silver versus USD, done with UK oil, done with US oil. But we're still in Dash right now, so we're going to go ahead and allow Dash to play out. So I figured I'd come back, and as we go ahead and as we wrap up this trading week, just want to keep everybody updated that we will indeed have another pair to trade on during the next trading week. So I'm very excited for that. I am going to go ahead and practice more of the bedtime affirmation. Again, I was able to do that last night successfully. I did not do some of these steps in the snooze method, so I'll need to practice that. And I do hope that someone is able to take that into practice and is able to get value out of that. That's their entire purpose for this particular show, is to provide value in one way or another, and not just in the realms of financial, but also in other ways that I can help develop you as well, even though monetarily speaking, investing is the primary topic of the show, right? But other than that, there's going to be a new mastermind, a new deep mindset segment that is going to be taking place this weekend. Very excited to let that out. And I know I've been talking about it, but I will indeed be releasing bit by bit a beginner's guide on how to go ahead and start trading. So I'm very excited. I know a lot of people do, while they're excited, they just need that help, and they need to figure out, hey, how the heck do I start this? And I definitely want to make sure I provide that value to you as well. I'm very excited because I will be having a couple of mastermind interviews coming up in the next couple of weeks. Very excited. These are very dear friends of mine that you will indeed get a lot of value of. So I'm very, very excited to also have that in play. And then other than that, I'm very excited in the future of where we're going. Of course, a lot of us saw that I had released yesterday a video of a potential opportunity that I'm taking a part of, a potential project that I am taking a part of. And I'm very excited to be a part of that and show my journey in that step by step, bit by bit as well. And again, the ultimate goal of the show is indeed what I'm doing right here on this journey. We're about day 43, and this is the main purpose of the channel. However, anything else that I can go ahead and provide in terms of value, in terms of providing those simple techniques that you can do to invest, as not only financially, but invest in time to grow as a person, I would love to go ahead and make sure we get that value provided to you. So we're almost done here. This is about the 1 minute until I decide to go ahead and close all my trades and close out the trading week, and we wrap up our journey from there. Once again, very, very excited for where we're going. Very excited for the week that we were able to produce, and I do know that even better results are most definitely coming our way as well. So we got about 40 more seconds before that is all going to take place. So we will definitely go from there. And then other than that, yeah, I mean, this is pretty much that's why I like to keep these things simple. It's not a whole lot of complexity. I'm super grateful to be still here doing this with you guys, still showing you exactly what I'm doing and still showing you the way that we can go ahead and succeed together as master investors, growing our accounts bit by bit, step by step, day by day, and of course, trade by trade. And so with that being said, that is going to go ahead and do it for our trading week. So let's close these bad boys out, get ourselves to a zero margin. That is going to be it. And so with that being said, everybody, if you do have any questions, feel free to go ahead and drop a comment below in the YouTube channel. I'll make sure to get those questions addressed for you. And if you would also like to reach out to me on social media, my Facebook is indeed Jordan Rosario. My Instagram is Jordan Rosario 777, and my Twitter is WC_Empresario. And so with that being said, I hope each and every one of you have a fantastic rest of your day, a amazing weekend, and we will be back at it on Monday with day 44 of the Forex trading journey. Everybody, as always, happy trading.